This is the condensing units. 3 condensing units. One's outside out front. This is for this room addition. This room has been modified at one time. This room was something of a storage or a hobby room. I'm not sure. Not sure how that works exactly. This thermostat is not supposed to be facing a southern exposure. We've got a door here. This is the thermostat. It's programmable. Okay. Every single family residence should have at least one programmable thermostat. That one is programmable. That's enough. Maybe we should have a programmable thermostat in the other parts of the house, but this is enough. I have it on cool on. All right. I was promising to talk about condensing units. It's been on for a little bit. You see, I didn't turn that on. How come this condensing unit is not working? It's on. I got the dead front cover plate is off, so we can see how it's laced up in there. We can see the geckos. Let's see if we got some circuit breakers going on. Okay, the thermostat's on, so we know it's not on the control side. All the AC circuit breakers are on. Why isn't that running? Why isn't that running? Okay, this is on all 3 of them. The electric service disconnects should be sealed around this perimeter. This is in all 3 of them. There should be an electric receptacle outlet so the technician can regulate it. Alright, so this one is 45. There's a 40 amp fuse. What's the minimum? 26. I'm saying this one's properly fused. Now, this is kind of an interesting one. I say it's interesting, but the 2 larger condensing units. What size are you? There you go. Just had a delay on it. 42. I should have done my calculations earlier. Bear with me. Bear with me. This is a 3.5 ton system. Let me write that down. 3.5 ton. It's a 3.5 ton system. The refrigerant is 410A. And this system is 11 years old. When I say 11 years old, this equipment's engineered on paper. This is going to be some redundancy because we got all these. This equipment's engineered on paper to last 20 years. It might last 35. The Las Vegas is going to give you 14 air conditioning units, condensing units, air conditioning equipment, HVAC equipment. In this part of the country, it lasts about 14 years. It might give you 35 years. It was engineered for 20. It might die tomorrow. On an average, though, it's about 14 years. This unit is 11 years old. So, in about 3 years, I'm going to be having a different conversation about this system. There's a dead front cover plate. All of them have dead fronts. All 3 of them, the disconnects should be sealed. All 3 of them should have electric receptacle outlets near them. All 3 of them, the refrigerant piping is not properly insulated. On all 3 of them, the Schrader valve, and I'll try to get a better picture of that, the Schrader valve caps are not anti-theft. 2 of these are R410A. 2 of these are R410A. One of them is not. We'll have that discussion in a moment. So this one is 11 years old. The other downstairs one is 10 years old. And the upstairs one is 7 years old. They're engineered on paper to last 20. They last 14 on average. Let's go around this way and pick up a spare. Okay? Coming along, this is the south side of the house, and now we're coming up the east side of the house. This valve stem is leaking. It's not why the water meter failed the test, okay? I should have done this at the same time. We got 40, but I have to leave this on for a little while to get a good static test. It's about 45 psi, and the stem is leaking. And I can go ahead and take this guy off. I'm looking for between 40 and 80, and it's 45. Good thing I got a waterproof camera, huh? Tree's too close. The official front door. The bent rain gutter. Loose step flashing, but rain gutter butt too close, no kick out flashing. Tree too close to the roof. Signs of foundation repair. No kick out flashing around the chimney. Oh, they're just not going to give me any. They're not going to give us any relief, are they? What are these people doing to us? Oh well, I didn't answer it in time. These units are different than the one up front in that they're not elevated 3 inches above the ground. All 3 of these units have the wrong kind of Schrader valve caps. Okay? 2015, anti-theft Schrader valve caps became required. Here's our data plates. Here's our electric disconnect. And what do we learn about these? This little upstairs unit. It's a 2-ton unit. It's 7 years old. It's about middle age. It's 410A. This unit, okay, is 10 years old. The other one up front is 11 years old. When they get that old, their SEER rating is 13. This one is SEER rated 14. So, and I don't do size capacity and whatnot, but that's 4 ton, that's 2 ton, it's 3.5 ton on the front. All 3 boxes should be sealed. All 3 of them laced up about like it's supposed to be. We should have electric service disconnect. We have the wrong kind of refrigerant. We kind of have the wrong kind of ports. These are different in that this is a R22 system. These both are different as they're not 3 inches above the ground. So 410A at the front, R22. R22 is no longer manufactured in the United States, no longer imported in the United States legally. Is it still available? You bet it is. Is it expensive? They've been stockpiling that stuff. That's liquid gold. Just about any technician is going to come out here and tell you, based on this being an R22 system, that you might want to think about budgeting for replacement. You might want to think about budgeting for replacement. Now, can it go farther? Yes, it can. Do I have an R22 system at my house? I do. But I'm just telling you that the refrigerant is going to be expensive. People are going to encourage you to replace this system based on the refrigerant. And in a couple of years, it'll be based on the age as well. But it's not 14 years old. So what do we learn? We learned we've got an R22 system. We learned that 2 of our systems are kind of oldish. We learned that this one is overfused. I didn't tell you that. The electric service panel, it's got a 40 amp fuse for this guy, and he's only supposed to take a 20, so he's overfused. So we learned that our disconnect boxes weren't sealed. We learned that we don't have service. We learned that we got the wrong kind of foam, wrong kind of valve caps.